Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing it very well. So, today let's start with Civics chapter number 2. And the name of this chapter is Diversity and Discrimination. Students, it is a very good chapter, and if you study it well, so I hope you'll understand it very quickly. So, let's start with this chapter. Introduction. Our country has been rightly described as museum of cults and creeds, customs and cultures. In India, people follow all 8 major religions of the world and speak 22 languages. This kind of diversity is not always appreciated as we feel more secure with people who are like us. Sometimes we may form opinions about those who are not like us. Okay, so let's discuss about the introduction of this chapter. Our country, if we want to describe our country or if we want to define the country India, it may be described or it may be defined as museum or the place of collection of cults, creed, customs, and cultures. Means India as a nation, as a country, here people from different race, caste, religion, cultures live together in this country. Or this country is a collection of people who belong to different castes, speak different language. Okay. Second point. In India, people follow all 8 major religions of the world, speak 22 languages. If we talk about the people who are living in India, people here follow all 8 major religions. For example, Hindu, Muslim, Sikhism, Jainism, Buddhism, Christian, Parsis, etc. The all 8 major religions are being followed by the people who are living in India, and the people who are living, they speak many different languages such as Hindi, English, Punjabi, Parsis, Urdu, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, etc. Languages are being spoken by the people who live in India. And what is the cons or what is the negative thing of this diversity? It is not always that this kind of diversity, which we had just talked in the first and second point, is appreciated or is have advantages. It have disadvantages also. Like we feel more secure if we talk about ourselves, then we feel more secure, more comfortable with those people who are like us. Like I'll give you some example. If you play cricket, okay, you will like or you will be comfortable with that person only who wants to, who know how to play cricket, or you will not feel comfortable with, or you may not feel comfortable while playing with that person who doesn't know a single thing about it. It's just an example. So it says that we will feel more secure with the people who are like us. Okay. Next point. Sometimes we may form opinions who are not like us. Sometimes if the other person who is not like us or who doesn't like the things which we like, so we may form a opinion about that person, that this person is like that or something doesn't like this. जिसे बोलते हैं ना हम कि यार ये पर्सन तो ऐसा हो सकता है या इसके ख्याल ऐसे होंगे, उस तरह की सोच बना लेते हैं. ठीक है. Let's move forward. Prejudice. It means negative judgment or opinion formed about a subject or a group without knowledge of the facts. It emerges out when we judge other people through preconceived notion about them. There are a number of things about which we can prejudiced. For example, we could be prejudiced about the economic status of a person, rich or poor, religious beliefs of people, race of person. Prejudice happens easily. It must be avoided. Now the new thing or the new word has come, prejudice. Very simple, very easy. Let's discuss. It means negative judgment. It means that the word prejudice means that first point, negative judgment Or second point, opinion formed about a subject or a group without knowledge of it. What does prejudice means? 2 point answer. First, it is a kind of negative judgment. Or second thing, it is a opinion regarding any subject group without the knowledge of facts. Okay. Second point, it emerges out when we judge people through pre-conceived notion about them. When it takes place, when prejudice takes place, it takes place when, first point, when we judge people or when we make ideas or ideas regarding the people or the thinking about the people with preconceived notion about them. जिसे बोलते हैं ना कि सामने वाले के बारे में विचार बना लेना बिना उसको जाने पहचाने हुए, वो चीज. Third point, there are number of things about which we can be prejudiced about. Okay, prejudice can happen very easily there, and there are many number of things or many number of subjects on which prejudice can be happen easily. For example, we can make we can be prejudiced or we can make idea about the economic status of a person. Maybe he is rich or poor, from like how, from his dressing sense or whatever, or the kind of lifestyle he is living. Okay. Second, what religious beliefs of people, what people think in the religious way. Okay. Fourth point, prejudice happen easily. This prejudice can happen very easily as it is a it is available in the mindset of any person. Like, I will give you some example. Any person is going with a car and we are on the other side of the road. Then after seeing that car and the person sitting inside, we may think about the person. That it's a very natural process of thinking, that we may think about that person. If we driving a small car, then we may think that he may be from lower or middle class. If we driving big car, then we can think he belongs to upper class or the rich class. And it's not compulsory that what we are thinking and the thing will be same, or the thing what we are thinking may happen. Actually, it may not happen what we think. Okay, so this kind of thinking or this kind of prejudice must be avoided. Let's move forward. Stereotyping. Okay, very simple, very easy. It is a belief, mental image of group based on the opinion without regard of individual preference. When people belonging to different religion, race, sex, and economic backgrounds are treated being criminal, stingy, dumb, or orthodox. When we form a fixed idea or image of a certain people, we are stereotyping them. For example, fair people are superior to dark skinned people. It prevents us from recognizing individual differences and lead to prejudice. What is stereotyping means? It is a belief of mental image. It means what stereotyping means. It means that here we form a mental image or the image inside our mind. On what basis? On individual basis or individual differences. Okay, let's explain you again. What does stereotyping means? In this, we form an image inside our mind regarding some people or group based on some opinions. Okay. Second point, when people belong, stereotype happen or stereotyping happen when people belong to different race, religion, caste, or different economic background, and they are treated in a discriminate manner, or they are treated as criminals, stingy, dumb, or orthodox. In this, people let's talk about, for example, if people belong to lower caste, then they are treated as in a bad manner, or they are prevented to use those resources which other people or middle or upper class people are using. So this leads to stereotyping and prejudice. When we form a third point, when we form a fixed idea and image of a certain people, in this, when we form a particular idea or image inside our mind with regarding some people or for certain people, then we are stereotyping them. In this, in stereotyping, we form some idea like or image like this person must be doing some wrong thing. Maybe he not doing it, but in our mind, the idea comes or the image makes regarding that people. So when we make image or form a fixed idea in our mind regarding different people, then we are stereotyping them. For example, it has been said that the fair people are more superior to dark skinned people. It is said that. Maybe it is not like that. Okay. Second, last point, it prevents us from recognizing. Due to stereotyping, it prevents us or it stops us to recognize or to find the individual difference or the individual capability of person, and this lead to the prejudice which we have studied before. Okay, so let's now move forward. Prejudice, stereotype, roles. What are the effects of them? Such opinions prevent us from looking qualities of individuals. It leads to hatred, bitterness, and enmity among the people. Societies where such opinions prevail cannot develop and prosper. Such ideas become dangerous for peace and progress of the nation. Okay, so let's discuss prejudice and stereotype roles. What are their effects? These kind of negative effects, it prevents us or it stops us from looking the individual difference of different person or the qualities of individual. What are the negative effects and of prejudice and stereotype rule? Due to this or due to such opinions which we make, it prevents us or it stops us from looking or from finding the good qualities of different individuals. And due to these prejudice and stereotype role, it leads to or it moves us to hatred, means to hate some person or to don't like any person. Bitterness, to which means to speak bad words or to speak in a bad way for other person, and enmity along the people. Third point, societies which sir where sir such opinions prevail cannot develop and prosper. In a society where such kind of thinking is prevailing or where such kind of thinking is have place, that society cannot develop and prosper. Means that society, the society where prejudice and stereotype roles are prevailing and have the place in the society, that society will not move forward and will stuck in a place and will not have development in any time. Okay, such ideas are dangerous for peace and progress of a nation. Such kind of idea will prevent nation to progress and to maintain the peace and harmony among the people. Okay, let's move forward. Very simple. Discrimination and equality. Inequality, sorry. What does discrimination mean? It means treating people in less favorable way because they are members of particular group. It occurs when a group of people are not given same benefits or status as everybody else. It may lead to putting other people down, not allowing them to participate in activities, denying them something by which they are entitled from the law. What does discrimination mean? It's very easy, very simple topic. It means that here people are given less favorable chances because they belong to some particular category or group. What does discrimination means? It means treating people or behaving with people in less favorable way or in not a good way because they belong to a certain category or group in the society. It occurs when it occurs or it takes place, means the discrimination may takes place when those group of people who are not treated in a favorable manner, they are not given the same benefits and opportunity and status as other are getting. What does this, when does discrimination happen? First point, when people are not given same equal chances, regular benefits and good status as other people are getting. Okay. Third point, in discrimination, it leads to letting or putting the other people down, means जिसे बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में नीचा दिखाना, and not allowing them to take part in activities and not denying, oh sorry, denying them something they are entitled by the law. What does discrimination leads to? It leads to first point, putting other people down, मतलब नीचा दिखाना. Second point, not allowing them to take part in many activities. Okay. Third point, not providing them the things or the status for which they are entitled by the law. Okay, let's move forward. Very simple. Inequality, it gives rise to discrimination. Brahmins were supposed to be the next of God, while Shudra were doing a good deal of menial work and had a lower status in society. This system later gives rise to casteism. It causes quarrel and discrimination in the society. Due to casteism, the evil of untouchability also came into existence. Let's discuss about the inequality. Inequality, it gives rise to discrimination. In this, Brahmins were supposed or they are treated as next to the god, and the Shudras were doing all kind of menial work, means all kind of work. For example, keeping clean the street and the gutters, etc. And Shudra have low status in the society. And due to this, it gives due to this system, it gives rise to casteism, means the caste system has came into existence after this, and due to casteism, it causes quarrels and discrimination in the society. Due to casteism, the evil of untouchability has came into existence. Inequality, first point, it gives rise to the discrimination. Brahmins were supposed to be the next of God, and the Shudras were doing the all menial work, and they have very low status in the society. Brahmins have high status in the society, and due to this kind of work, it gives or this kind of work system, it gives rise to the caste system or the caste system, where people are divided on the basis of work which they do, and due to this, it gives rise to quarrels or it gives rise to quarrels and disunion in the society, which means quarrels, which means that the many people does not agree on a single point, and the difference arises, due to which quarrels arise. And due to caste system, the evil or the bad thing of untouchability came into existence. Okay, let's move forward. Caste system, the caste system developed due to the discrimination based on diversity of occupation. The caste system, which I just told you before, it was developed or it takes place due to the occupation or the different occupations executed by persons living in the society. People doing different kind of work were placed in different castes. People, as per their work, they were placed in different kind of caste. And even an individual person born in a particular caste had to take up the profession of that caste only, even if he had skill or ability to do some other work. If any individual is born in a particular group or caste, then he it is compulsory that that person must have to take the work of the caste where he was born, even if he has the power or capacity to do other work also. People who works were more valued, like Brahmin kings and merchants, were placed at the upper rung of the caste. Like people like Brahmin kings and merchants, they were placed in the upper rung, or they were placed at the upper of the caste system. People who were looked down upon, like carpenters, potters, weavers, blacksmiths, were pushed to the lower rungs of the social ladder. People like Brahmin king merchants, they were pushed at the upper level of the caste system, and people like potters, weavers, blacksmiths, carpenters, they were pushed at the lower level of the caste system due to their work. This created inequality. Due to the caste system, it gives rise to inequality, which we have just studied in the society, because there was a formation of upper caste and lower caste. The people of upper caste, they saw themselves, they think themselves as the superior person, and they used to call the lower class person as untouchable, or the person whom or who cannot be touched. Okay, let's move forward. Apartheid, it means discrimination between white people and black people. It was once practiced by the white government of South Africa. Under this policy, South Africans who were not white were discriminated against. They were not allowed to take part in government or to use facilities like hospital, restaurant, railway, carriage, etc., which were meant for white. Apartheid ended in early 1990s due to the efforts of an organization called African National Congress and its leader like Nelson Mandela. What does apartheid means? It means to discriminate between white people and the black people. Where it was practiced, it was first practiced in South Africa. By whom? By the white government of that place. What does apartheid actually means? Under this policy by the white government of South Africa, those South Africans who were not white, they were being discriminated, or they were being not allowed to take part in many governmental activities or to use facilities like hospital, restaurant, railway carriage, which were meant for white. Basically, what was going there, like in South Africa, by the white South African government, the apartheid was being used, and under this policy or under this rule, those South Africans who were not white with by the skin, they were discriminated against, or they were being put aside from the main system. Like the South Africans who were not white with their skin, they were not allowed to take part in governmental activities and to use services like hospital, restaurant, railway carriage, etc., which were used by white. This apartheid ended in 1990s due to the effort of African National Congress and leaders like Nelson Mandela. Okay, let's move forward. Very easy, very simple. The Constitution and equality. If we talk about India, all Indians are equal before the law. No one can be divided justice or ill treated. In India, if we talk about the law, all Indians, whether he is the president of India or any worker doing work in the home, all Indians are equal before the law. No one can be denied justice or no one can be treated in a bad manner. Every Indian is free to live or to travel anywhere within the country, take up any job on any part of the country, say anything in public without fear. If we talk about India or a person living in India, every Indian is free to live at any place and to travel at any place where he wants to go. He can do any kind of job which he thinks that suitable for him in any part of the country, and he can express his feelings in public without any kind of fear. No Indian can be exploited or forced to work. In India, as per the Indian law, no Indian can be exploited or he cannot be forced to work in any condition. For example, if we talk about a child labor, then a child who is below 14 years cannot work, or any person cannot force the child of under 14 years of age to work in mines, factories, or any other dangerous place. Okay, every Indian has a right to follow the religion of or his or her own choice. India is a secular country. In India, every person has right or freedom to follow any religion which he wants to follow. Okay, India is a secular country as many religion people lives together here. Every community is the right to preserve and promote its own language, script, and custom. Every community or every religion, they had right to preserve, means to keep things safely and to promote their religion, their language, and their custom in public in many ways. A person can go to court of law if he or she denied any of these rights. A person who thinks that his rights are being exploited or his living is being affected in a negative way, then he can reach the court of law to seek justice. Okay, let's move forward. Very simple, very easy topic. Article 46, the Indian Constitution. What does the Article 46 say? The state shall promote with special care the educational and economic interests of the weaker section of the people, and in particular of that of scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes, and shall protect them from social justice and all form of exploitation. Our parliament added the word secular and socialist in the preamble of the constitution by the 42nd Constitution Amendment of Act 1976. What does Article 46 of Indian Constitution says? It says that the state or the government shall promote or shall take special care with the educational and economic status of weaker section of people. Means the Indian Constitution Article 46 says the government must promote and must take special care in two forms of education and economic interest of whom, of weaker section of people, especially scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, and government shall protect the government shall protect those people of weaker section from social injustice, please correct this, social injustice and all forms of exploitation. It means that government shall promote and will take care of two things. First is education and second is economic interest, and for whom, for the weaker section of people, especially scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, and the state shall protect them from injustice and all other forms of exploitation. Okay, second thing, our parliament or the government added the government had added two words. First is the secular and the second is socialist, where in the constitution, by what way? 42nd Constitution Amendment Act in 1976. Okay, let's move forward. Secularism, it means that all religion will get equal respect and recognition in the country. Socialism means It means that there is a social freedom from all forms of exploitation, which is social, political, and economic. If we talk about the equality, the constitution also lays emphasis on equality, so that all inequalities based on caste, religion, gender, creed, or color are not done away with. All are equal before law, and all enjoy opportunities for their advancement. What does secularism means? Secularism means that all religion, or the every religion which is in India, they will get equal respect, equal rights, and proper recognition in the country or in this nation. Secularism means every kind of religion will have equal proper respect as other are having, and they every religion is recognized in a proper way as other religion are being recognized properly in the country India. What does socialism means? It means that there is a freedom from all forms of exploitation. Socialism means that people are being freed from all kinds of exploitation, and exploitation can be in social, political, and economic. Let me explain you again. I know you may not have got this point. What does socialism means? It means that there is a freedom, or the people are being freed from all forms of exploitation, and the exploitation may occur in social manner, political manner, and economic manner. Means the people are freed from the social, political, and economic exploitation. Okay. The third and the last point of this chapter, equality. The Indian constitution or the Indian law, it also emphasizes, or it also says that all inequalities, or all types of inequalities which is based on gender, race, religion, caste, sex of person, they are not exercised, or they are not taken place with any person. All person living in India, they all are equal before the law, and everyone must enjoy equal opportunities so that they can get advanced in their life. Okay, students, this finishes with the chapter number 2 of civics. Okay, the name is diversity and discrimination. I hope you have got this chapter. For better results, you must read your chapter again and again. Okay, so this end with this chapter. See you soon.